Welcome back to another 2.5 stars. I'm joined by
Jason
and Kelly, or not Kelly,
Eric. You know that you're half dwarf, right?
I think
What if I'm
Eric,
the Brad Pitt of dwarf kind?
Kelly, his wife, fucked it a lot.
What's up, guys? It's Steve. I had hair when I was younger.
Like, watch this, guys. I'm gonna totally make them do it. Oh!
What's up, guys? It's Steve with Hap Gaming, and welcome back to another 2.5 stars. I am joined by
Eric?
Kelly.
and Rick.
and this week we watched Spider-Man 3, directed by Sam Raimi, written by Sam Raimi, Ivan Raimi, and Alvin
There's
Sargent.
a lot of Rammies.
Yeah, I bet you they're related, Ricky. Starring Tugboat McGuire, Kirsten Dunst, and Topher Grace. IMDb synopsis: a strange black entity from another world bonds with Peter Parker and causes inner turmoil as he contends with new villains, temptations, and revenge. What do you guys think?
I want to know who scripted out the after the cocky. I think that's what they were going for, scenes where he's finger gunning everybody.
Yeah.
And he looks like Tugboat.
That was his Tugboat era, and he was just like, this is how I act now, so this is what I'm gonna do in the movie. Because holy fuck, man. Although I think he was Tugboat in like Spider-Man 1. I think he was already doing that shit. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. It's fucking dumb. I was like, come on.
He's
really?
a dumbass.
A
Fucking-
confident guy does not look like that.
Yeah. Well, if you look like before he starts doing that dumb shit, like people were looking at him and like, hey, what's going on? And then the second he starts strutting and like pointing at people and shit, they're like, ew, what are you doing? So yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
When Eric finger guns me,
I'm glad you completed that one.
I know.
Thank you.
No, sir. No.
It's
funny.
I have a thing for that. I have a thing for that now.
Giggity.
Anyways,
Oh, man. Yeah, it's just I don't know. I still like this movie, but the black suit Spider-Man, like when he's Peter Parker, is just fucking dumb. I think Sandman's a good villain. I think it was good that he was the one that they brought to the like the MCU stuff, because I think he does a good job. But Topher Grace's fucking Venom is just ridiculous. Like,
Oh
what
my
the
God,
fuck?
yeah.
Like
Yeah,
fucking
it's pretty bad.
Like Venom, like it's just Eddie Brock is supposed to be like 6'5". Like, he's fucking huge. He's looking like a fucking football player. This dude's massive. And then you put fucking Topher Grace, who's, tiny as fuck, super skinny. He's supposed to be this big, intimidating guy. And then Venom himself just doesn't look, I mean, he looks like a mean cat.
Yeah.
It looks like a mean cat in this. So
mean wet cat.
yeah.
Part of it is like Venom isn't he's kind of not all okay. Tom Hardy did a great job. He's not really all together there.
No.
Like he's fucked up in the head. Okay. He's somebody like if you start to get an argument with him, you're immediately like, this could not go good. Fuck. Shit. Maybe I should. I mean, this is before he's Venom too. Like Eddie Brock is like that. You don't just have a bunch of shit to say to Eddie Brock and it's fine. I'm totally going to walk away from this without any bones broken. No, he's a shady fucking dude. And he's like, and he's intimidating,
Yeah. It's a big dude. Man.
And then they were like, hey, let's get this guy who would be perfect for like Mr. Fantastic or something to be Eddie Brock.
He would have been a good Mr. Fantastic back in the day. I would give that to him. Because he's a good actor. He's not Eddie Brock. He
seems like he comes off smart and fairly well like balanced as a person, whereas Tom Hardy seems like a psycho because he's a psycho.
Yeah.
That's not an accident.
No. So yeah, it was just a weird fucking choice. I think during this time, when they made this, people were I remember one of the complaints was there's too many villains, like because you have Harry coming in. I think he plays Hobgoblin. Then you've got Sandman and Venom in this. And then now we watch MCU movies, and there's at least, especially Venom or Avengers movies, we've got 3 or 4 villains in this thing, minor people and stuff. But
Yeah.
it's like, it's not that hard to fucking get through. But I think now we have better written villains than we did in the fucking. Although
yeah.
fucking Doc Ock was really good, like even back in the day,
Yeah.
and so was Green Goblin. He didn't really have any redeeming stuff, at all in his whole thing. Doc Ock had redeeming shit. Sandman's got
Willem
redeeming
Dafoe should
stuff.
have been the Joker. I don't know
Yeah.
what the
Oh,
fuck.
he
How
should've.
anybody could have seen Green Goblin and been like, how the fuck is he not the Joker?
Yeah,
That's what he should have been.
Well, the issue too that I feel like is like they always, they like, at least back in the day. I mean, I guess they're doing a little bit better nowadays. Not too much though, but I mean, like they create, the villain story in the movies is just like, okay, this person is just going to be a massive piece of shit, so that we were happy when he dies in the end. And it's like, like you can make a really good movie if you just build that villain up more. Like the villain doesn't have to be introduced and be killed in one movie, like. And honestly, the villain doesn't even need to be killed technically. Like, you can have them like defeated and then maybe they just go off and slink off back in the shadows again and they come back fucking more badass than ever.
Maybe
But
Spider-Man bangs his girlfriend.
exactly. Again.
He won that fight at that point.
Yeah. And fucking gives her fucking
Kramer said it best.
fucking leukemia or whatever it is. Because he gives
Yeah.
everyone he bangs fucking, cancer.
Just
You
like
either-
Dr. Manhattan does.
Exactly. You either get cancer or fucking mild spider powers, and probably you're gonna get a little bit of both.
Well, it really just happened with Mary Jane. It didn't really happen. with the others. But he also was. Most of the other ones were super powered human beings, also. So
Yeah.
they probably are resistant to his radioactive body.
Yeah.
So
Didn't they have like a whole freaking arc thing there where they had like an army of symbiotes working for them? Whatever
it's
it
like
is.
the
Or like
Hope.
Shield, whatever it is.
Or no, it's the Live Project or something like that. It's similar to what you see in the Venom movie. Basically, they've got different
different symbiotes and shit. Yeah.
and then Deadpool tries to stop Carnage and gets all of them on him. And
Yeah.
because he's
Then he has
fucking
an
insane
extreme,
already.
huge orgasm, and it blows
I
their
wouldn't-
minds.
I wouldn't doubt it, but he's already insane. So that many symbiotes on somebody would just tear them apart because they can't handle that much. All those minds and shit like that in their head, where Deadpool is fucking nuts and he's already got all that shit going on. And he was able to control all the symbiotes at once. And
Honestly, I don't think it was so much like he could like overpower them. I think the symbiotes just like got attached to him and they're like, dude,
This
guy
guy's
would probably,
fucking
like-
rad.
like this guy would probably like just like eat us if we don't do what he says. Like, I don't know how that's possible, but like he would eat and consume and digest us somehow. He would figure it out if we don't like just like go with this.
there was also a symbiote dog,
Oh yeah, that's right, huh? There wasn't
Yeah.
there?
Oh, that's scary.
but he used those symbiotes to help him fight Carnage, because Carnage,
Yeah.
that motherfucker's, I think probably more insane because he can't control his insanity, where Deadpool at least can control his insanity for comedy's sake.
Yeah.
know.
I think Deadpool's like hyper sane.
He sees the
I
fourth
mean,
wall. and all
he's
that
like,
stuff, so,
because I mean, he can like see in the fourth dimension and stuff.
yeah.
So that takes some real talented stuff.
I mean, honestly, if
He
we met
seems pretty
someone who
sane
could
to me.
legitimately see in the fourth dimension, we would probably view them as being completely batshit crazy. Like,
Yeah, because you just be talking to themselves.
no, yeah,
Except
they should
they're
looking
talking
off
to
and going like,
someone
"Oh, look at that!" And you're like, "What the fuck are you talking about, dude? You're
else.
fucking
Hey, put down that
nuts."
popcorn over there. I know you're
Mhm.
not watching this right now.
And you're like, "What the fuck is he talking about?" Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah, fucking.
Yeah, so
just
Go ahead,
the
Steve.
Topher Grace choice is just ridiculous, but
yeah,
great casting in J. Jonah Jameson. Fucking J.K. Simmons is amazing, and I'm glad they brought him back for the new stuff, because dude is fucking live action J. Jonah Jameson.
No, yeah,
There's no way.
Yes,
you could
he
not
is.
Like, I don't know what they would have done if they would have changed that, because it's like he's the guy. He's the guy who's got to be it, and it fits now with some of the new games and things where he's like a fucking internet shock guy, I guess, on the just doing podcasts and fucking things like that, talking about crazy conspiracy theories and stuff about Spider-Man.
well, they made him
Even
the
though-
Spider-Man Joe Rogan,
Yeah, even though
or is he more the Spider-Man Alex Jones?
was there a point where Alex Jones was like maybe not completely insane, like on the radio and stuff.
A lot of the stuff he says turns out to be true, which is really scary.
But like, was there a point where people didn't just not want him on their show anymore? Like,
Yeah, before they started weaponizing the social media, yeah.
So that's J. Jonah Jameson then at that point, because he,
okay.
you know, he's still trusted in the sense of like, you know, news and things like that. When he tells people stuff, people believe him. Where nowadays, if you hear something Alex Jones says, it doesn't matter how true it might be, you don't believe what he says.
Honestly, I just don't believe anyone at all ever.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a safer
I get
bet.
a look because there's been a lot of stuff where it's been like, there's no fucking way that's true. And then it's like, you got to be fucking kidding me. They actually did that shit? Like there's videos of him talking about the sex island where they're doing stuff. And then that turned out to be, everybody's like, horse shit, never would happen, not possible. Bam. Totally true. Then there was some other crap. There's like chimera stuff, the government experimenting on things that they shouldn't.
Well, yeah, the government
Lot
fucking
of
was
crap.
experimenting on fucking, what was it, on mind control bullshit.
A ton of
Like-
stuff. We're talking like they've spliced, the Chinese government has spliced human and animal DNA together. I mean, every shit, if you look it up, it's like other than a certain presidential candidate being able to turn themselves into a lizard, I think that might be the only thing he said that's like just like ridiculous. Well, that and the acting stuff.
Well, honestly, I mean, I don't know about you, but
there was
I
some
mean,
nonsense back in the day, but I think he was just trying to get ratings at that point.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I mean, the lizard people do control everything from the Hollow Earth.
You know, that's what I missed about this. I really wish we would have gotten a lizard movie. You know,
Oh yeah,
they
he's one of the
introduced Kurt
better
Connors.
guys.
Yeah, they introduced Kurt Connors in this thing. We do get it in the Amazing Spider-Man, so he is the villain in the first movie with what's his name, Andrew Garfield. So you do get him there, but it would have been great in this too. So I kind of wish they didn't. I don't know. They basically Batman this, you know, and just kind of made it, you know, had a new Spider-Man for every couple of runs.
Stupid.
I don't know. Yeah.
Tugboat was not the right casting choice. I'm sorry, but
I think he is now. Like when you see old Spider-Man, Tugboat works really well as old Spider-Man.
Okay, let's think about this for 2 seconds. Somebody gets Jake Johnson in shape. Is he better than Tugboat? Fucking yes, 100%. Okay.
We've already got him as Spider-Man
Yeah.
now. So
Live action Spider-Man, he's still better than Tugboat.
yeah.
100%. I mean, it's not even like. I mean, it's Jake Johnson.
But also,
Oh,
Jake
come
Johnson,
on!
was Jake Johnson
That's
a
great.
thing in fucking whenever this fucking thing
No,
was?
he was like
2000?
14 years old.
Yeah, so there you go. That's why he's not working for this.
But Spider-Man is a teenager. See,
Not all the
it
time.
works.
Not all the
Wait,
time.
what do you mean not all the time?
All right, I'm looking this up.
When he's in
So-
high school, he's a teenager, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
There's
Yeah,
no-
well, that's
So
when
the
the
first-
thing starts. He's still in high
Yeah,
school.
for the first movie, yes. We talked about this where Tobey Maguire was way too old to be
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
he's a fucking 2,000 years old. He looks like the fucking Crypt Keeper. I can't tell if it's him or Joe Biden acting up there.
Oh man, but no, I think he fits now. I
Hey,
think he's
man.
good. But I think these movies are also fucking great. Like, just I don't know. I really like them. This one not so much because of the weird fucking Spidey stuff, and I also don't like Mary Jane in this thing. I don't know. I don't like her in most of this series.
You just don't like Kirsten Dunst, or you don't like her portrayal of Mary
I don't.
Jane?
I don't like the way she's portrayed in this thing. But I also don't like Mary Jane just in general.
Hmm.
Like,
Well, the
in
writing
the comics
for
and stuff.
is ass backwards from like the TV show.
Yeah,
Because
I
like
don't know.
in the
It's-
fucking TV show, she's already like a famous model
yeah,
who's successful. In this, she's just like a ding dong.
yeah. Well, I mean,
who
you gotta
apparently
get there
can't take-
eventually.
Yeah, but in the other one, she was already there. That's my point.
Yeah,
I mean, and
But
they
the
were in
oth-
high school. He was still in high school in that.
but she wasn't an actress when she was in high school, though. She was a cool kid that hung out with Flash Thompson.
I thought she was a model already.
I mean, she may have been, but that's different than acting. She wanted to be an actress, so
Well, I mean, but
and
she was
was
still a
failing
famous
at
model.
that thing. It's possible, yeah. I don't remember. So
I don't know.
the event, she did become that after the whole thing, but I don't know. I just don't like her character at all. Like, she's just kind of the girl that needs to be saved all the time, and it's kind of dumb.
Oh,
They
God.
fix her.
I don't know. In that fucking thing up high, she saved herself like 70 times. She caught it. You know, fucking. Have you guys? Okay, I know the answer, but I'm gonna ask anyways. Have you guys ever jumped out of anything and tried to catch it?
No, fuck no.
Have you ever landed on a big giant spider web before?
No.
Taxi's
I
call
tried it
coming
with
down?
a tree limb, which we can all agree is somewhat spider web like. Okay. It's not the exact same thing, but it's close enough. Do you know how fucking hard it is to catch yourself? It's really fucking hard.
Yeah, when I fell out of a tree,
Okay.
I tried to catch myself, but that didn't work out well. I
No.
landed pretty far down on a big old
Yeah,
pile of
you
broken
just-
branches
you just
that I
skip
broke on the way
off.
down. Yeah,
You skip off of it.
Yeah,
You're not
you just-
catching shit.
No, yeah, you're kind of just like, well, this is gonna fucking hurt, and then it fucking hurts. And you're like, yeah,
That was a
fucking
pretty-
called it.
That was a pretty ballsy move, kissing his lab partner.
Oh, I know. I did not give a shit.
The way they did her character too wasn't great in this thing either. Like, you know, there's hope in the beginning when she answers the question in class and all that stuff, but the rest of the thing they make her into a fucking dummy, and it's like, come on, she's not a fucking dummy.
What's going on with this building
Yeah.
thing over here? I'm gonna
Yeah.
get a closer look.
Yeah, it's just like, you
It
know,
almost killed me.
they did her character a lot better in the Amazing Spider-Man stuff. So, because she actually had brains and wasn't once again just somebody that Spider-Man needed to save. And he doesn't do a great job of it in that as the Amazing Spider-Man. So,
Oh, they follow
Um,
the comics in that one.
yeah.
Ooh,
Yep. So,
that's sad.
yeah. But yeah, I think Sandman, great character, did a good job with it. You know, it's kind of weird because in the new movie they brought in all these villains that die, but Sandman doesn't die in these movies. So it's like he's the only one out of the group that isn't one of the people that died in their movies. No, they don't kill Lizard either. So
Really?
yeah, he doesn't die in the Amazing Spider-Man either. But they make a point in the new movie to talk about how these guys have died in their other world. So unless that means later on they die, you know, to something when they're, you know, committing crimes or some shit.
How the
like
fuck
that.
do you kill the lizard? Isn't the whole point is he's wanted to
You-
regenerate his fucking arm?
You wait until he's a human again and then you kill him?
Doesn't he
No.
just Hulk out and turn back into a lizard and then just like
No.
fuck you and
He doesn't
spit
have
the bullet out?
No, he doesn't have that kind of thing. He has to take some kind of serum to turn him. He's not he's not a mutant, he's a mutate, so he changes himself when he's ready to, you know.
Why
he-
would
he starts
anybody ever
making the
turn
shit
themselves
stuff.
back from being the lizard?
He doesn't
You
change
just
himself
Move
back.
down to
Spider-Man does.
Florida and you fucking wreck snakes all day and everybody think you're a hero.
Spider-Man changes him back
How?
with his
Why
fucking
did-
science
no,
brain,
okay.
man. He does it every time.
Let me
With
rephrase
his
it.
what?
If-
Science
okay.
brain. He makes a potion. It makes a whatever anti-serum shit and transforms him back.
Spider-Man ain't smart. He gets smart people to do his
No,
smart stuff.
Spider-Man is like one of the smartest characters in the DC universe, Ricky, and the Marvel universe. Like, he's at the table with fucking Reed Richards and
There's
Tony
no
Stark.
way. That's like. Then again, okay, if you look at what the fuck is that thing called?
What he
Standard
is he's not-
deviations. If you look at that, the tippity top guys are like Reed Richards, Dr. Octopus. No, not that guy.
Yeah,
Dr.
Doc Ock. Doc
what
Ock
the
is
fuck
up
is
there.
Dr.
Doctor Doom's
Doom?
there.
Actually, Dr. Octopus has made some pretty impressive shit. And then there's one more guy an Iron Man. Okay, those are probably like. Then there's like a couple villains I'm not thinking of. Spider-Man's never made a dimensional portal. Never. He can't do that. You could pay him $1 trillion. He's never cured cancer.
He
we all know
didn't make a
Dr.
fucking
Doom
Iron
cured
Man
it.
suit. That's for damn sure.
No, he didn't make himself an Iron Man suit. He's a putz, but he's still really smart. He can make himself a web shooter.
Didn't he
pretty
have
rad.
someone else make that for him too?
No.
He's also
he
not
made it
smart
himself.
enough to just look like, okay, one of the Batman.
You're
where
robot
Batman
bad there, dude.
put-
Yeah, we're getting
Really?
a bad robot.
Yeah,
from
you're
you
roboting
guys.
bad.
I'm not even hooked up to anything.
Hmm.
I wonder if my internet is just being a turd.
Possibly.
Is it still
Both-
doing it?
No, right now it's not.
No.
Both of you guys' cameras will pixelate every once in a while, so
Mm.
odd.
Yeah.
No, what you're seeing is
Anyhow.
Spider-Man not applying himself because this motherfucker is so fucking stuck on
Jake
doing-
Johnson told you.
He's so stuck
my
on
point.
doing all this other shit that he doesn't apply himself. When you have when he finally applies himself, he creates a fucking corporation, makes all these fucking crazy devices for people, this fucking spider phone and all that crap. He, he does all this shit, but he doesn't ever apply himself. And that's when he finally becomes a fucking millionaire. And then also it turns out the fucking spider phone is like the, that thing in Batman where they,
The bat phone where it can use the radar and see what everybody's doing.
yeah. So eventually they
so it's
find
an
out it
iPhone.
can, eventually when they find
He
out it
made
can
an
do shit
iPhone.
like that. And,
Okay.
then the whole company goes under because he needs to use it to find somebody.
I mean, he made an iPhone. Good for him.
yeah.
That's what they
But-
do.
Yeah, when he finally applies himself, he makes all kinds of crazy shit. He does actually make a time travel portal. So, in his
Wow, he
in
really
the lab.
is.
So
How
yeah.
in the fuck can he not manage all this other Oh, never mind.
he's
a
not good
teenage
at
boy.
he's not good
No,
at managing
guys,
shit.
I completely forgot what it was like to be a teenage boy.
At
never
this
mind.
point, he's not a teenage boy.
I know at the point you're talking about, but I'm the
Yeah.
point. Even in this movie, when you're 22, you're still a teenage boy because you basically go from being a teenage boy to kind of a man, and then sometime in 50s you turn into a man. I don't know. It varies from guy to guy. You know, it depends on how much like the little spider's making decisions, and throughout this whole movie, it's making all the decisions. I mean,
Oh,
he's
man.
making out with his lab partner.
in
I
front
mean,
of his,
what are you gonna do? Say
girlfriend.
no and be an ass? I mean, pfft,
Yeah, but
You know?
she didn't ask him. He said,
her eyes asked him the moment that she saw him.
shit. Oh man.
Look at her face.
Fuck. I don't think it works that way.
"No."
Let's see. Yeah, I'm glad they brought Willem Dafoe back as Green Goblin for the new movie. So
Yeah.
he's a really good big bad. And I'm wondering if they're going to like introduce Norman Osborn at all in the new stuff. I imagine they would be a different character than or a different person than Willem Dafoe.
Are they ever gonna do a fucking Spider-Man versus Mysterio or whatever it is?
They already did a Mysterio.
Wait,
They're
new
good?
stuff? Are they making another movie? I thought Tom Holland was out and they're gonna have Spider Lady or something.
Spider-Gwen.
As far as I know, they're still going.
I thought they were rebooting the whole thing.
Nope. They're rebooting all the DC stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's for sure. They're like,
Except
hey,
for the
we've got the
Flash.
perfect guy for Black Adam, the perfect guy for Superman, a terrible guy for Flash, who doesn't act like the character, look like the character. His off-screen antics are fucking literally criminal and
But-
creepy. They're creepy criminal
but
shit.
he gets to keep his movie and continue.
Somehow
on.
he's keeping his movie. Meanwhile, Henry Cavill, I can't remember. I think that's how you say his name.
Cavill, yeah.
Is smashing ass everywhere and doing a great job and just wants everybody to stay on, like, maybe stay a little truthful to the lore of the characters. My God, can he please do the fucking Lord of the Rings? Maybe if he does Warhammer, somebody can he can be like, get this idiot out of here before we ruin this other series. Because if he sticks with the lore, that shit's going to be, well, it'll be scary, but it'll be a rad show.
Yeah.
I just hope they don't make it all about Space Marines, because that'll be like, we've all seen that.
Yeah.
We've all
Space
seen
Marines could be
giant, like-
good, but you know they don't.
Well, I mean,
make it
Warhammer
good.
Space Marines are like, they're fucking weird.
Well,
The CGI in that would just eat them alive.
yeah. Well, I mean, Warhammer Space Marines, you know, like you got to give them a fucking break. They're out there
I love
fighting
it
the
too.
fucking furry invasion. You know what I mean?
The furry
Yeah.
invasion?
Yeah, the furry invasion. Mm-hmm. Furries are actually
Well,
an alien
anyways.
parasitic thing there. They're fighting them. That's why the fucking
Well, they're fighting
Warhammer
like
Marines
18
are
different
so
alien
fucking,
races.
Yeah, they're all furries now, and that's why Warhammer fucking Marines are all fucked up. So you have to witness that horrible atrocity.
Ugh, that is scary.
That's what I'm saying.
I
You'd
don't
be
like the
fucked
sound
up
of
too.
that.
That's what I'm saying. You'd be fucked up too, bro, if you had to deal with that shit.
Oh no, I don't mean I just mean they'd be really hard to animate and everything because you can't live act. It'd be like they're all like bigger than Thanos, covered in armor. They're huge. It's like how the fuck you even gonna? It's like they're way bigger than a
like the
Halo
Gears of War
guy.
guys. Like the
They're
Gears of War
bigger than that.
guys.
They're huge. They juice the hell out of them. They do all kinds of weird shit to them.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see what they do. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that fucking Flash kid is a real piece of shit. If you Google his name and then charges, you're gonna be like, "Whoa, top 10 piece of shit." So, yeah,
Yep. But
Not
he gets To have
good.
he gets to have a movie still, man.
yeah, it's a little weird. It's like, why does he still have a movie? But the fucking Rock, who did the best job as Black Adam as anybody's ever gonna do, nope. I don't get it.
I don't know.
I don't know at all. I mean, then, Henry Cavill as Superman was great too. I do really think DC needs to get their shit together and they need to have Superman. Because, like, they need to have like a rock.
Fucking
What I'm
hate
saying is they
Superman.
need to have a rock, paper, scissors situation with Superman where one of the other major heroes can always kick his ass. I don't give a shit who it is and not be Batman.
That'll
'cause
never
that
fucking
shit would be-
happen.
Don't do that.
Superman
No,
is
I know.
unbeatable. He's a goddamn god in their universe. He can just he can literally go around and fucking destroy all evil and everything like that, not only on Earth but throughout the entire galaxy because nothing apparently can ever fucking kill this dude. Okay, like not even fucking Lex
Or even
Luthor, whatever
beat
his
him
name is,
down for
could
that
fucking
long.
could even fucking kill this motherfucker because he's just so godly. It's like there is no point in a hero where there is actually no legitimate danger to him. Because in anything there's no legitimate danger ever to Superman. He'll act like, oh no, the Green Rock, oh god, no. Oh, here, I'm just gonna punch your fucking brains out. There you go. Okay, you're fucking dead
Yeah.
now. See you the fuck later, bro.
So
Ha ha, I
there's
fucking
a
tricked
couple
you.
of comic book stories that'd be really good. There's one where a magician person gives Batman Superman's powers and then strips Batman or Superman of all of his, like, he doesn't have anything. So Batman completely fucking he basically makes crime like it there's no more crime at all. Like, he just stuffs the jails full of everybody. He works like 24 hours a day because Superman doesn't actually need to sleep, apparently. He just lays in bed because he's lazy. Anyways, so they could do that. That would be an interesting one where you see Batman fucking just hammer shit. Or I always thought one would be good if they had a one where he's trying to beat the clock and he ends up having to make a few runs at it where he fails a few times. And he like breaks some time travel rules in order to not lose. Because you could put him in a situation where it's like save one person that you love or the other one, but not both. And then, you could have him figure out how to fix that or even talk to somebody like the Flash. You'd be like, what are you doing? Just do this.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
that'd
Like,
be-
no matter
be a
matter
good
what
movie.
Superman gets fucking faced with, he always figures out like, oh, this is just a permanent solution here. I'm gonna save everything and everyone. Fuck all your fucking shit there. No one can fucking beat me. That's why I hate the guy so much. It's just like, there's no point to him. It's like there's no suspense. There's no action. It's just like,
Well, he's the definition of a plot device. Now, the Doomsday, I don't know if you've ever actually seen the comic book, but the Doomsday comic is actually pretty good because, like, he legitimately gets killed. He barely pulls out killing Doomsday. I mean, and he doesn't even kill him. He just stuns him for a long period of time.
yeah, I don't know. I just think they just need to end Superman completely and permanently. They just need to get rid of it. It's done. It's over.
I wouldn't mind a serious depowering because he
at the
doesn't
very
have
fucking
any
least-
charm.
Well, there's nothing exciting about him. There's literally nothing. It's like okay, it's like going into a fucking video game and typing in a fucking cheat code that gives you God
Yeah.
mode, and then just going through and like beating the hardest fucking game out there just in God mode, and you're like, oh,
What
I'm a
in the
fucking
fuck is
champ.
going
I'm
on
so
back there?
fucking good, But in reality, you're just like, you just defeated the fucking fun of the game because you're god moding it, and nothing can ever fucking touch or harm or hurt you in any which way or fucking form, no matter how hard anything tries. And so it's like, screw that shit. Just get rid of his goddamn god mode cheat code, and maybe he'll be all right. But that will never fucking happen. He's always going to be god mode fucking cheat code on, and nothing can ever fucking touch that fucking dude. Like, and so that's like a big reason why I'm just like, fuck Superman. He's like the worst fucking hero out there, because it's like, okay, like, you go out there and you see Spider-Man, like, you know, and he's fighting a super hard villain. Like, there's a chance, like, okay, I can reasonably believe that there's a chance that Spider-Man's gonna lose. Like, yeah, he's super fucking powerful. He's one of the most powerful fucking people out there. There's a chance that he could fucking lose or get seriously fucked up, something like that. If Superman comes out there and faces somebody, you're like, well, obviously he's gonna fucking win. He's gonna act like he might get beat up a little bit, but it's just a fucking show. He's gonna win, and he's gonna dominate utterly and entirely. Like, he's gonna come at it without even a scratch on him. Like, the most damage he's gonna fucking get is like, there might be a tear in his suit that'll magically fucking heal itself the next scene. So it's like, what the fuck's the point of this? It's like,
well, yeah, it's like in that Justice League movie, like all of a sudden he's kicking the entire Justice League's ass.
yeah,
And it was kind of a cool spot where he turns and he looks at the Flash. That was cool. But at the same time, like, I think I'm like 99% sure that Wonder Woman would be able to smoke him if there was any reality involved in it. Because she actually knows how to fight. Not to mention, like, Zod would have fucking just.
Well, no, isn't she a fucking demigod like Thor, though?
Yeah, but she's also like 1,000 years old, has been practicing fighting the whole time.
Well, yeah, so I'm saying, but she's also a fucking demigod like Thor, though.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, but still, she should be able to whoop Superman's ass.
You would think.
She's a fucking like super good at fighting, whereas Superman's just real strong.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you would think that, but you know, in reality, when it comes down to actual Superman shit, there he'll dominate anyone and everything.
Yeah, of course.
It doesn't matter. Like, fucking Carnage could fucking try to attach to him somehow, and he would just like fart, and fucking Carnage is gonna melt and fucking die. And you're like, oh, there's another villain down. I was so scared, wasn't it? I almost died.
Oh, I know.
And it's like, dude, just fucking stop. Fucking go away. You're a pompous fucking prick. Like, how many women have you given breast cancer by fucking x-raying them? All right, dude, you're a fucking creep, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
He's just like,
exactly. You know, it's just fuck. I don't know. I fucking hate Superman. The worst fucking hero in DC, Marvel, fucking universes.
They should have stuck with Captain Marvel because he's a kid and you can trick kids.
Yeah.
And that's a big weakness. Like, oh my god, if you don't de-transform, I'm gonna fucking kill this lady. The kid's like, oh, there's nothing I can do. I'm a dumbass kid.
In reality, he's strong enough and fast enough to be able to just fucking save the person and kick the person's ass.
Yeah, or you just like, I guess she's gonna die now. I don't give a fuck. And then the guy's like, oh shit, my leverage is gone. Shit. Or you just do what Black Adam does and just finger fuck hand fuck everybody right through their face. Just through it. Ha! You got a hole in your head, buddy. See ya. And then the guy falls there and you're like, well, don't fuck around with that guy. He murders people. Then, of course, all the goody two-shoes guys, you're giving us a bad name. What, by killing criminals? Ooh.
It's like, you know how much fucking taxpayer money I've saved by killing these motherfuckers instead of throwing them in a jail that they're just going to break out of? Yeah.
I mean, look at how many people Joker's killed.
I'm fucking talking to you, fucking Batman.
Has no stones.
No, he won't kill.
Oh, that's wrong.
Well, like I was saying with fucking the whole Batman thing, like, he's understandable though, because he owns Arkham Asylum, like, he owns the prison systems and shit like there. So he's just he's letting them escape because he's making money off the fucking taxpayers. You know what I mean? Like,
I think the reality is he just gets I'm pretty sure the reality is he just gets a boner when he's beating the shit out of the Joker.
Well, yeah, but all the same,
I mean,
I think,
that's what it is.
I mean, he's a rich fucking motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, super powerful, super fucking rich. Like, you know, he's got ties to that fucking prison. He's making money off of that shit. So it's like, yeah, like
I like how in Ricky's mind, anybody with any money owns the prison.
They do.
Lex Luthor and Bruce Wayne both own the prison.
They do. It's a
And,
joint
and
interest.
Superman's secretly trapped there.
It's a joint thing there. Superman, Batman likes to go in there, Superman's enclosure, and just poop on the floor and leave it there, and then walk back. And they're like, "You just shit on the floor, you fucking stupid idiot! What the hell's wrong with you? Clean that up." You know,
Yeah.
and walk away and come back a little while later and poop on the floor again. 'Cause, I mean, that's what I would do to Superman. I mean, fuck him.
How's that super smell?
Exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna go eat a bunch of fucking Taco Bell and asparagus and shit and just poop and pee all over his fucking, cell.
Gross.
Like, fuck you.
Ricky really doesn't like Superman. He's
I
gonna poop on
fucking
his
hate
cell.
Superman, dude. I fucking despise him. The worst.
Well,
He's
my
to be
favorite
deleted.
scene in any movie that was made in the last 10 years was when Ben Affleck Batman was beating the shit out of the Superman. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck yes, he's gonna win. He's got this in the bag. I mean, I'm not kidding you. If you gave fucking Batman 3/4 of the fighting power that Superman has, and they got in a fight, Superman's fucked. He's trashed. Because
Oh, yeah,
even
Batman.
if he can't beat him down right off the bat, Batman will wear his ass down. Because Batman doesn't
Mhm.
quit,
No.
you know.
And he comes prepared. He does his research.
Oh yeah,
Superman's
like
like,
Batman
oh, a new
would
villain.
fucking
I'm gonna go
swallow the kryptonite or stab it in himself and still beat the shit out of Superman.
Mm-hmm.
And Superman's like, "What the hell's wrong with this guy?" And he's like, "My parents died, and I'm rich as fuck."
Mhm. I have abandonment issues, and I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah,
You know,
he's just like, "I win."
mhm.
What? What the hell's wrong with this guy?
Exactly. Just shoves the kryptonite up fucking Batman's ass and just looks at him and goes, "Fatality."
Well, that would be a cool, a cool thing. Like if somebody dumped like some amount of kryptonite in the air, it would just like permanently depower Superman.
I mean, honestly, I think
Or
at
they
this
could
point,
adjust the phase of the sun. Like
Well,
fuck
well,
with it, like
yeah,
make
well,
it more orange than
yeah,
red
well,
or,
yeah, well,
or
that,
yellow.
yeah. Well, that's what I was gonna say. Like, people just need to Mr. Burns this shit and just make a giant shield to block the sun out. You
Yeah.
know, and then you can just get rid of fucking the douchebag Superman that causes more fucking collateral damage than he does fucking, saving people.
There was
Oh my
there was a Justice League Dark, right, where is it Doomsday or what? Darkseid like basically
Darkseid.
puts kryptonite into Superman, is like, just running through his veins, and he has no power at that point, and just kind of doesn't do shit because until
Yeah.
later on, I
Mhm.
don't know. I think Batman comes up with a way to get it out of him or some shit, or burns
Yeah.
at him.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
See, now that's what I would be doing. I would literally be following Superman around with the tranquilizer gun there, with the freaking kryptonite dart laced with kryptonite solution. And every time I would get an inkling that this fucker's getting his powers back, be like, no, you don't, you little piece of shit.
Ricky's gonna be like Lex Luthor. Doesn't that give you cancer
Ricky,
too? It just takes
There's
longer.
an easier way to do that. You just get him hooked on heroin when he's depowered, and then give him the stuff in the heroin.
Right?
That's a great story because it's like drugs are bad.
Mm-hmm.
This is what happens if you do drugs. You go from being Superman to a piece of shit. Everybody loves that story. How many parents would be like, oh, my good.
Exactly. A piece
Finally,
of shit to a
one
fucking
of these guys
or,
actually has to deal with an addiction.
exactly. A fucking superhero to a piece of shit who thinks he's a journalist. Now he's out there fucking working for, BuzzFeed or The Onion or some shit.
Now we all know he'd be working for like Vice.
He'd be a special
Anyways.
correspondent for the for the Voice,
Yeah,
the View, whatever it is.
The View. That's funny.
Yeah.
Here's some eye candy.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have any of this stuff? Not. We're on the air. We're on the air. What? I need my fix. God, I'm really.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Oh,
I fucking hate Superman, bro. I hate him.
You'd like him if he was Stone Superman, though, wouldn't you?
It's just the fact that he's just so OP that there's no point to anything he
Yeah.
does. There's no point to any of his stories. There's no anything to it. There's no okay, he could get seriously fucked up and shit could turn out really badly for him. It's like, no, he's gonna save the day. Like he
Whereas
does
Batman,
every goddamn
all
time.
of his cards are always on the table because everything he does in his comic book in real life, you'd die from.
Mm-hmm.
Like the batarang would bounce off, you're dead. Page 1. Page 2. He slips a little bit, landing, breaks his ankle, domes himself, he's dead.
It's like
Page
the first.
3,
It's like
car
the first
spins
Dark
out of
Knight-
control, goes off the bridge, he's dead.
Like the first Dark Knight movie when he's jumping off a building and fucking
Yeah.
rips his arm out of the socket and slams into the fucking the fire escape and like falls down a bunch.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He's like,
I've
"Oh,
jumped
fuck."
off of stuff and tried to catch myself when I was not 200 pounds. That shit sucks. It hurts
It
so
does.
bad.
It does. When you have all of your body weight all of a sudden come down on your fucking shoulders, like,
Your
Guess
hands,
what's gonna-
you got to have a serious grip to
Yeah.
even remotely be able to catch anything.
that's what I'm saying, like, something's gonna give, and it's either gonna be your fucking hands, your fucking wrists, or your shoulders. Like, something's gonna give, and you're gonna fall. Like, if you manage to stay on, like, something still gave, and you just got lucky that, like, you still managed to fucking, like, hook your fucking dislocated arm over whatever the hell you grabbed, because that bitch is gonna be dislocated, if not broken.
Yeah, it is.
Like, it's you're gonna be fucking hurting.
That shit hurts.
It does. I know it. I've been
I've
there,
tried
done
to
it.
catch stuff. This is what happens. You grab it, it pops out of your hand like a motherfucker. Like you just not like it's not even a thing.
Yeah.
And then you're on the ground,
Mhm.
and it fucking
Somehow
hurts real
it
bad.
feels like it like almost feels like when you grab a hold of it, it almost like slingshots you even harder down to the ground.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like your feet just kind of kick out and your head just goes bam even fucking harder
It's like
on
when
the
you-
ground.
It's like when you try to catch your phone and you drop it, but then when you're trying to catch it, you throw it harder at the ground.
Exactly, like you
Yeah,
kick
you
it
hit
super
it.
fucking hard right
Yeah.
at the wall. You know, and
Never
you're like,
gonna
hey. Yeah, you know, and it's just like, you know, thank God, you know, like when I dropped my phone, I managed to kick it super fucking hard straight into the wall. Like, I mean, fuck, like, what would have happened if that thing actually hit the ground?
The wall's softer, Ricky.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like, I'm like, my phone almost hit a carpeted floor. Thank God I kicked it straight into the wall.
Oh,
Yeah.
how'd you put that hole in the wall? I don't want to
Uh-huh.
talk about it.
Uh-huh.
Bring this up again, please.
They're speed holes. They're supposed to make your house go faster.
Yeah, I don't know what would happen.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think there's a ghost in here.
Spooky ghost.
Fucking smashed up. Shut up. Oh yeah, shut up. Do you hear that zinger? Yes, I mean, so if I was to, if somebody came to me and said, "Hey, could you fix this movie?" You know, I know nobody ever would, but I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say it. There's a whole big part in this middle that I'd be like, "Why is this even here?"
Yeah, dude.
No,
Mm-hmm.
we don't need to do that. Okay, why
Someone
is
like you who doesn't know the story? Like it doesn't help, you know, or
Yeah.
or doesn't know the story. I know a lot of like you know, superheroes by now, but still, it's just like it was not necessary, not at all.
no? It did not add meaningfully to the story, like whatsoever. And you're just like, wait, why the fuck are we doing that? Why is this guy here? What the fuck is going on here?
Are we talking about all the stuff with Topher Grace or?
So there's the symbiote lands, which should have been right at the beginning of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the fucking emo Spider-Man, which is like, what the fuck is this all about? Why is this a thing in the movie?
Yeah.
And it makes
Then
me
you have him
scared.
doing finger guns, also dumb. Then you have his old lady, and he's trying to relate to her, and she's like talking about herself nonstop. And then she's like, "Hey, we're not talking about you, we're talking about me. P.S. I'm not going to tell you about any important news because I don't." And she doesn't even. That's not. I don't know. I've never noticed that that's how those stories get told. Normally, people come in and they're like, "Oh my god, I got fucking fired from
Mhm.
my movie rig or my play or whatever." And then that's it. Like, there's no, "Well, I didn't fucking know." You know, that's not what happens.
Yeah. Well, like I said,
then,
I didn't like the portrayal of either Mary Jane or fucking Gwen Stacy in this at all. They just didn't do a good job with it. They didn't need to be in here. I think at the end of the second movie, we could have finished with any of the meaningful stuff from MJ if they were going to do this again, if they were going to do this shit. Like that whole thing didn't need to be there. They could have just taken all of their stuff out, either they're married or whatever, they're dating. Maybe he calls her on the phone once or whatever. But like the fact that she's so far into this thing and they did such a bad job with it, you know, if they were going to do it, they needed to do a better job with it. Like make her a better character. I don't know, just better everything, better writing. It just,
Well, the
once
writing
again,
for her was god awful. Like,
no, like-
I said,
like-
she doesn't even act like a normal person.
yeah, like I said, she's
And then-
well, she's very much just the person that needs to be saved again. And I don't think we need 3 movies of her needing to be saved. You know,
No.
like that's
Well,
we
that's
need more
Lois
sw-
Lane's entire point.
Yeah,
is
yeah, and
this,
she doesn't need
you
to
know.
do that either. That's bad writing. It's bad. It's a bad thing. They needed
why
to
is it
have
bad?
more. It's just a boring fucking device.
It's
It
a
isn't-
boring trope, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
I mean,
fun.
it's reasonable to
things.
think that that's what would happen. That's the most believable part of this.
It's just not fun.
Except
to
for the
watch.
fact that there's no fucking way if any woman had a choice between Peter Parker Ding Dong or super rich Harry Osborn, they're fucking having rich babies right away. Especially if you're like Mary Jane in this story where her dad's like a real piece of shit. Like, you're not, no. She's not going to be making great decisions. She's going to be going with the money. That's the
Yeah.
responsible thing to do.
Yeah, I don't know. Harry's not a great dude in the comics or anything like that. He's
Do you know how many shitty dudes have lots of
Yeah.
money and have wives? All of
no.
them.
What I'm saying is, you know,
All of
they
them.
may do that, but it's just not a great character in the whole thing. They kind of took out his whole thing with the drug abuse and shit like that he does in the comics. So, like,
He's a
full
druggie
on-
in the comics?
Yeah, he full on leaves for like years at some point because he goes to rehab in like France or some shit. I don't know. His dad sends him away basically because, you know, he's an embarrassment. But yeah, so
I mean, his dad's
just-
like, he's almost up there with like Reed Richards.
yeah. Well, and
His
that's
dad
what I
makes a
found.
working super serum. It's not perfect, but it
That's
still
what
works.
I found was funny in this thing was him doing all this stuff, and Harry's not smart. Like whatever is there, he didn't make any of that shit. That had to be stuff that Norman made or whatever, because Harry wouldn't know how to do any of that. He is not a smart man, and you didn't see any other guys in there. You didn't see any other scientists in there. So unless he paid somebody to build the hoverboard and change up the serum or whatever, he didn't do
Yeah.
that shit himself because he's not smart. They make a big point of this through both the movies. Harry's an idiot. So
Well, he's fucking James Franco. He seems
Yeah.
like an idiot.
yeah.
He's dumb.
No.
He's a handsome, dumb guy. You know?
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Everybody has their
His-
strengths.
his coming back at the end, coming back from his amnesia and stuff like that. I don't know. It's just his whole character seemed dumb to me too. It was just him being angry at Peter the whole time. He was angry at Spider-Man for a long time, finds out Spider-Man's Peter Parker, and now he's angry at Peter Parker, and that's all he does through the whole thing. It's just like, it's just bad character. A lot of this was bad characters.
Yeah.
Sandman was probably the best character in this thing that was introduced here. Even out of
He's
Spider-Man,
Marvel's
who
Mr.
wasn't,
Freeze.
yeah, pretty much.
And he's a guy who's like, oh, my relative. I mean, I'm not going to say it on a stream, but there's a possibility I would consider strongly breaking the law to get enough money to get my kids some medical treatment.
Yeah.
I mean, are you kidding me? Oh, jail. Ooh, or, oh, my kid dies.
Yeah.
You're going to do the
Just-
jail route unless you're a total idiot. Or just you don't give a shit about your kid. More worried
Yeah.
about your integrity than your kid, which is like, there's lots of people like that, but I don't give a shit about that. I don't want my kid to anything happen to him. Or I'll do my best.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of just bad characters across the board. So I don't know. That's probably why they didn't make a fourth.
Yeah, I kind of wish this was the Mysterio one and they just didn't have, any of that shit. Because like Bruce Campbell had to be Mysterio. He's been in all three.
For sure
movies.
is Mysterio. Yeah.
He should have been Mysterio. And then he would have done like some really cool shit, and they could have just never had any of those other dinguses in there. Had one guy, They could have had him do some like funny Bugs Bunny shit where he turns himself into Mary Jane. and then like figures out how to have it so Mary Jane walks in on Peter kissing the guy. And then she's like, Peter, what the hell? And then Peter's like, oh my God, what the hell's going on? And then he could stand there and be like, what do you mean? You came home with me. Then Spider-Man's going to be like, am I going crazy or something? What the hell just happened?
Yeah. Yeah,
Look at that.
and he doesn't use his fucking Spidey sense whatsoever in this thing. Like, it doesn't work against Venom because of the whole connection that they've got, but he doesn't have it against Sandman whatsoever, or against Harry. Like he just, he uses his super reflexes, but he doesn't sense Harry coming at him. Like, that's what's supposed to happen. He's supposed to sense danger, and he doesn't use it at all.
I think
whole
this
fucking thing.
Spider-Man doesn't have that spider sense.
He has it because he does it in the second movie. When
Okay, then it
when
sucks.
Doc
He
Ock
sucks at
throws
using it.
when Doc Ock throws the car through the window at him and Mary Jane, he has the Spidey sense come up and he grabs her and pulls her out of the way.
Because like the spider sense in the Tom Holland one, that's the real spider sense.
Yeah.
Like when he's in his astral form and his body's like, I'm not gonna let you have this. Well, fuck you, buddy.
Yeah.
That's his fucking spider sense.
Yep.
So,
but yeah,
his body's
just
like, what?
They just kind of threw it away for this one. They did like, he did it in the last one, but he's not going to do it in this one. And like I said, it
think
makes
this
sense. It makes sense with Venom because that's how it's supposed to be. Venom is undetectable by Spider-Man's spider sense, which is why he's, Spider-Man's, worst or, hardest enemy besides fucking Green Goblin, who just is relentless.
And
Venom
he's
eventually
crazy. He's also like a super genius.
Yeah. Venom
he's
can
also
eventually be
super
beaten
rich.
down. So, and also
He's
Venom's
basically
fucking
Batman with powers and
Yeah.
more craziness.
Yeah. He's Batman and Joker stuck together.
Yeah.
Joker's got some super strength, right? Maybe not like
Joker's
really
kind
strong, but he's really resistant.
He's the kind of strength that people have a term for, where you shouldn't be able to be that strong for the size you are.
Yeah.
And he's also the toughest fucking dude ever.
Yeah.
Because like he just gets the shit kicked out of him and he looks at Batman like, really? That's it?
He's a masochist, bro.
He's not even a masochist.
He fucking
He's
loves
just-
pain.
I don't
He
think he
doesn't.
feels the pain. I don't think he feels the pain is the
he's
problem.
just tough as
Yeah.
hell. The pain that doesn't even like affect him. Because it's not even that he likes it. He's just like, oh, I don't care. Oh, you punched me. That's it.
Yeah.
Because if he was a masochist, then he'd be like, oh, fuck yeah, give it to me. Oh, but he doesn't do that.
After, he cut his mouth on that fucking Otter Paw fucking rapper, when he was a kid,
That's
nothing
probably
else
what it
hurts
was,
as bad. Nothing can hurt as bad as that.
Yeah, man.
That, kids, is why you don't deep throat an Otter Pop.
That's great. All right, guys, what rating should you give this?
This is a hard one because there was parts of it. I feel like if I could edit this, I could turn this into a 4-star movie.
Yeah.
I feel like if I could edit this, I could turn this into
If I
a
could
3-minute
add
movie.
like 2 scenes too, where at the very beginning, MJ and Peter break up, and then he starts banging Gwen Stacy.
Yeah.
Like right away. And then Eddie, but Gwen's like a piece of shit in this, and she's going out with Eddie at the same time, and then that would really be like, oh, I could see why Eddie hates him.
And then they both get herpes.
Yeah. Well, of course. I mean, what's he gonna do? Say no?
Exactly.
I mean,
Mhm.
you're Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You know how rich I'd be if I had Spider-Man's powers? Oh my god.
How afraid I'd
Every
be
single
if you had
time I
Spider-Man
stop
powers.
the thing, I would be like, listen, here's the deal. I'm going to give you guys back the shit, but you have to pay me street value for all this crap. Yes, I'm holding it ransom, but I also did your job.
You're just like,
And-
I could keep the speeding car from hitting you, and you can give me some money, or I could nudge the speeding car right towards you, and you don't give me any money, and you get hit like
I was talking more about like,
Uh-huh.
so
The
like,
whole
let's say
trolley
there's
thing.
a robbery, right? And they're stealing shit. I'd be like, okay, I have the stuff. I'd just make the government pay it back. I'd be like, no, you guys can use some of your the tax money.
Well,
and pay me.
fuck. What is that called when the government steals your shit? Civil forfeit. I'm a forfeit.
Yeah,
You're just like
Yep.
civil forfeit, bitch.
Do it
like,
to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
That'd be
right
rad.
here is civil forfeit. I'm taking your shit because I fucking want to.
Plus, how many of those politicians would love to have some of the drugs that you get?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean, they're going to be like, oh, yeah, I'll give you money for that.
Mhm.
Is that clean? I don't know. I stole it from that guy. That's your fucking problem.
It's like, oh, I know that guy. That's the guy who wait a minute. These are my drugs. You son of a bitch.
Yeah, he's like, wait, did you steal this from my... you just like wink at him like, listen, pay me my fucking money here, buddy. But I'd be rich.
Yeah, so
That'd be
what'd you
rad.
give this? So what'd you rate this movie, though?
Okay, it had
Stop.
the potential to be a 4-star movie. I think this is like a 2.5-star movie at the best.
Yep. I was also thinking 2.5 stars.
I will give it 2 stars.
I'm gonna give it 3 stars. All right, next week's movie. I don't know how we fucking haven't watched this yet, but it's Groundhog Day
Yeah,
coming
we
up.
haven't watched this?
so- I don't know. It's fucking
Nice.
ridiculous.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous if I haven't fucking watched this yet.
I don't know why we're not watching it right now.
You know what it is?
Yeah, it's actually like little days too.
Yeah,
what it
that's
is.
right.
Fucking embarrassing.
Embarrassing.
So we're gonna watch Groundhog Day next week. So join us for that. That'll be it though. Thanks for watching, everybody. Join us on Sunday, 7:00 p.m. Pacific time as we talk about the movie Groundhog Day, and Tuesday, Wednesday, over on I'm over on twitch.tv/turketerplays. Eric plays over on twitch.tv/heroic adventure, and if Jason's here, it'll be youtube.com/heroic adventure. Be playing some Destiny most likely on Tuesday around 6:30, 7
Did
o'clock.
we want to try doing a 7 days tomorrow? So it's we can do the giant horde on the hard thing. Did you want to try that?
We can try. We'll see. I gotta see if I'm doing anything tomorrow. So
Okay.
I'll let you know. So
right.
possibly tomorrow. Streaming. I don't know what time though. But check those out. That'll be it though. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll talk to you guys next week. If anybody has anything you want to plug, go ahead.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at Quick and Severe, and on Twitch at Heroic Adventure.
I'm good. Nope.
All right, guys. That'll be it though. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you guys next week.
Deal.
All right. Bye, guys.
Goodbye.